Ya. Dia tiba-tiba kijana ambaye Mungu tu hana msaada.
Yes, so hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. Yes, hello everyone. I hope you can all hear me. I hope all you can hear me. It's 6 minutes past 19 hours. I think we can start with the presentation. Dr. Said will present chapter 2. I think we can start straight away and then others may join us. Thank you. Dr. Said, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I can see it now.
You can see it now?
Yes, I can see it. Thank you very much.
A little bit of
everyone.
The voice is a little low. Could you increase a little?
Good evening, everyone. Okay. My name is Said Ntambi, and I will be presenting chapter 2, that is a literature review. And our theme for this chapter will be effective strategies for reviewing and citing literature. Next, please. Next, please. Hello, Mr. Moderator.
Dr. Said, I don't know what's up with your network, but it seems your network is not nice.
Hello.
We can hear you, but your network is not nice. I think it's yours.
Next, please. Next, please. So by the end of this presentation, have you moved to the next slide, please? The second slide, please. Okay, by the end of this presentation, we expect to be able to know how to search for relevant literature, where to search it from, and how to search it. Then we also expect to know the strategies for. Then also know the proper methods for site and at the end of the text. Then we shall also see a brief introduction And then lastly, we shall also see what is with the people who cite without using software. Whereas those that have and also look at what literature is anything that is written. But then literature review is just an overview of the previously published work that relates to your topic. And why should we have a literature review? What is the importance of literature review? Literature review basically is like a foundation for your research. How can we start from? It can also be personal information. It can also be personal information that was just communicated by someone. Word of mouth can also be a source of literature, just that it has a different way in which it can be cited. Even your lecture notes can be a source of literature. Then, how exactly can we search for relevant literature efficiently? One, we use the keywords. Use the keywords of your research. Select the right words. Know the right. If you're interested in something that is exact your topic, you can put marks. You'll get the Boolean operators. These ones help us to refine the search. For example, searching, we know very well that soccer, and then the English call it football. So you're interested in searching football only, and you don't want to football and not as not in capital letters. These are operators that help us refine our search. You're trying to eliminate things that you don't want, and you want to get on a particular set of things. Then we have the truncations and these ones also they help us to go where you're trying to let's say you're doing a research that is related to children, but the database is not going to decide whether you're interested in the word child in singular or plural use the truncations and wildcards. For example, you could just write, you could put your topic, and then where there is a word child, you put that star. So for it will generate like child, children, church. And there are also other symbols in it, your search. For example, when you multi-drug resistant organisms, they are going to even bring for you
I think Dr. Said, the network is not too good. I think Dr. Said's network is not really nice. What I think I'm going to do is we could keep proceeding and then we wait for him to get back. Okay? Are we together?
You can't hear me. Hello?
The voice is on and off, Dr. Said.
I was saying we also have where the researcher can follow citation to find related works. And I gave an example of you're studying something like malaria. You can get one article that that was published on malaria, and then in the references of that article, you get particular citations or references that intrigue you, and then you follow up on those references. And then in those other articles that you have followed up, you can also do the same. Under them, also get other references that intrigue you and follow up. So that can also ease your search for the relevant literature. That is called citation chaining. It's like a chain. You are following up on different articles. Then how exactly can we do literature review? Literature review, the process is a systematic one, and it typically includes collection. The collection process involves gathering relevant articles, books, other sources, newspapers, journals, and so on. Then after gathering, after collecting, you go to the reading phase. You read in depth of each source that interests you or that is talking about your field of interest. Then after reading, you summarize it. Summarize what you have read. Then after summarizing, you identify the key themes that relate to the research you're doing. Those that don't relate to the research you're doing, you eliminate them. Then how to review literature? Some of the importances of reviewing of a critical analysis. Hello? Some of the importances of critical analysis. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Dr. Said.
Yes, it helps you to assess quality, credibility, and limitation of the sources. So you need to be critical in this search to assess quality, credibility, and limitation, because not every article is supposed to be cited. Not every article, you will take it and use it as your source of literature. Some articles are substandard and you don't need to do that. So you need to be critical in that process, in able to get quality, credible, and avoid other things. Then the importance of your synthesis, the importance of using multiple sources, it helps you to build a coherent narrative for your search. How to paraphrase or to avoid plagiarism. Basically, paraphrasing is the process of rephrasing someone else's idea or words in your own words. In other words, you're putting someone else's words in your own words. You're not reporting, but you're just putting them in your own words. The importances of paraphrasing plagiarism, and also give to the original owner of the work. Take example, if you're the researcher and then someone else presents your work as their own work. So you need to give credit to the original owner. And it also demonstrates a deep understanding of the material that you used. It also helps to get evidence from the different works. Some of the tips for effective paraphrasing are basically four. One is that you understand the source, fully grasp the meaning and context of the original text. If you haven't understood understanding, use similar words, synonyms, but the meaning. Then also keep the same message. Ensure that the paraphrased text communicates the same message as the original ones. Then cite the source. Even after paraphrasing, make sure you cite or you acknowledge the source. This is an example. There is an example of that is an example of phrasing. The first statement there is the one in the original article, and then the second one is the paraphrased version. In the original article, they are saying that according to Smith 2018, climate change is a pressing global issue that requires immediate attention and collective action to mitigate its effects. So for you, you come and paraphrase it, you try to change the wording, you try to change the diction, you try to change even the arrangement itself, but keeping the same meaning. Smith asserts that addressing the impact of climate change is an urgent global concern demanding immediate collective effort. They have the same meaning, but they are different sentences. So that is an example of paraphrasing to avoid plagiarism. The primary purpose of in-text citation in academic writing is to give proper credit to the original source of information. Proper credit to the original source, and also allow the readers to locate the source and verify your claims. Because you can have one sentence that is very critical. For example, saying that 2,000 children die every year from diarrhea that is the result of open defecation. And then you cite World Health Organization 2017. That information alone is very critical. Someone needs to follow up to see whether what you're talking about is correct. So that is one another importance of what? of citing. Someone needs to follow of your research, and it supports the arguments that you have put into your research. That is basically the same. I'd like to skip all these. These are examples. So I would like to skip all the examples and go to referencing softwares. So there are very many types of referencing softwares. We have EndNote, we have Mendeley, we have SiteUlike, we have Zotero, and so on and so forth. But the most used ones are Zotero and EndNote and Mendeley. Reasons they have features that make them most preferred ones. One is that all of them support multiple citation styles. APA, you can use Vancouver, you can the styles. Then they are also user-friendly. So you can read through their features and benefits and select what you think suits your work. We shall also maybe in future, we shall also have sessions maybe to teach you how you can install them and also how you can use them. There are also individuals that prefer using manual citation. However, when you're using manual citations, you should know the rules of the style that you're using. The rules that govern Harvard are different from the rules that govern APA, are different from the rules that govern Vancouver, are different from the rules that govern all other types, all other styles of citation. So if you're doing it manually, you need to know the rules. You need to know, for example, that here it is the last name that comes first, and maybe here it is the full name, maybe here it is the initial that comes first, maybe here the title of the journal is in italics, and maybe this one is like this and this and this. You need to know all those rules. I think that will be enough. Let's the remaining 10 minutes we can use them for questions. Questions and registration attendance.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Said. I think everything is clear. So members, you can unmute and then ask.
Any question? Damba Frank, do you have any question? Hassan Ismail?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Said and Ayub. My question is, in the event, like here in Uganda, each organization has its own format
Yes.
that they want when you are doing a dissertation or a research proposal. Yeah. So like others prefer Vancouver, others prefer APA. So at what level, like I needed some clarification on the citation of the, on citation when I'm writing my literature, so that it can help me maybe align it to the study or to the proposal I'm writing. And then secondly, if not, can you still guide us on how can I, for example, if I don't have Zotero, I don't have what, maybe I have to look out for the papers or any.
I have not gotten the both questions properly. properly because
The
the
question,
voice is
my
breaking. I
question,
don't know whether it is my
yeah.
network or it is
No, I think
yours.
because I'm traveling. Sorry, because I'm traveling. I was saying, yeah.
You
In the
can,
event that I'm not, I logged in a little
can
late
you
after
type
prayers,
it?
but I was asking, let me park, then I type. Okay, thank you.
Can you
But
type the
Mr.
question?
Saeed,
I'm not,
Mr. Saeed, briefly what
I
I
can't
heard from
hear you
Dr.
properly.
Ismail is
Okay.
can we how to look out for papers in case someone has no softwares, and different companies prefer different styles. What do you say about that?
Exactly. Thank you, Ayub.
Ayub, can you repeat properly? I'm not. I don't know whether it is my network or your network.
He's saying,
Guys.
how can he look out for papers without
Yes.
the softwares? These the referencing software, and different companies prefer different styles. What do you say about that? Briefly, Damba, you can as well ask so that you can answer at once.
How can?
Damba, just
How can he look for papers without using softwares?
yes,
That was the question.
yes.
Okay. Another
Damba, you can ask.
Thank you very much, Mr. Said, for the presentation. I would like to ask, because it's an inquiry, if maybe we could get a session, because this session has taken us through the basics, but we find difficult usually when you're reviewing literature, you find that we of summarizing the literature from the different articles and such that you keep on track of what you're reading, because it's not a one-day thing that you can sit maybe and write it within hours. So maybe if you can guide us on how we can easily summarize our literature from it.
Okay. Any other? When we are searching for literature, we do not need the softwares.
Okay.
The softwares, the work of the softwares is not to search for literature. When we are searching for
what do you say
literature,
about organization?
one, we say, let me first be clear on that. When we are searching for literature, we said one that we use, we basically use online. We can use dissertations. These days, universities upload, have repositories, institutional repositories where they upload dissertations. We can use those. We can use journals, and then we can use we can use keywords to select the right phrases that are crucial to our current research. We can use Boolean operators, we can use truncation, we can use all those things that you can see in the PowerPoint to search. Now the softwares are just helping us to cite automatically, not to cite manually. About the organizations, different organizations have different styles that they want, and that is no problem. Follow what those organizations want. And how can you do that? For example, if you submitted a proposal to one organization that required Harvard, and you used a software to do the